There's no life that don't have a history. How you start?
Never you neglect the day of your little beginning.
That was how I noticed food throughout the Christmas.
The worst part of it, the government is even encouraging foreign furnitures.
We failed man.
Go to their ministries.
We failed God. God with this Nigeria, everything.
With me today is a man with an inspiring story, the CEO of Prince Interior Furnishing and Furniture Company Limited, Prince Emeka Egu Ekwe. You are welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you for having me.
We want to know, how did you get into the furniture business?
Well, I think it's a very known story by now. I think the whole thing started 14th February year 2000. And the business started with just 17 naira. And the story is very simple and very funny. It all started with a stool, building a stool, something like this, in the roadside. Through a friend that I met in Abuja, is into the furniture too. And I just made that stool for 55 naira. And on Tuesday, after spraying the stool, a customer was passing by with a Honda Hala and suddenly reversed and stopped at the stool because we used to display to the main road. And he walked to the stool and said, "Who owns the stool?" I rushed out. "I own the stool." He said, "No, he didn't come to buy stool, but he just liked the finishing of the stool. Now, why not? Can I join him to Primary Education Board area too? He want to show me a popular furniture, desks and table that I may make for him." We get there, the man showed me the sample. And we started bargaining. He asked me, "How much can I make this sample for him?" I was about to say, My mind was to say 300 anyway, but suddenly I couldn't tell the man. I said, "Can you do it for 800? I said, "Wow." So I was there, okay. He said, "If we can do for 800, you have a job, and make sure you do a good sample." And before you know it, he gave me the cash. And he dropped me back and gave me the picture of what we just saw there. One that is just starting up the business. I don't know the nitty-gritty of the business. So I have to call my friend who is the expert. We bought some plank, about 2 plank and so on. The guy made the thing, and at the end of the day, we spent about 165 naira to do the sample. But you know, what I partake on doing is sandpapering. Okay. Because I don't know how to hold hammer and so on. So I use all my muscle to do the sandpaper because furniture is about finishing. Okay. So I make it very beautiful before the spray. After spray, we spend 165 naira or so. So, but I wasn't, the profit is so much for me to just sit down and I said, "No, I think I have to do something to add to what has been done." So I went to the Kubo market again. I crossed the main road and bought a glue of a Reke polish. You call it a Reke polish of glue, 20 naira. And I asked the boy to respray it again. And the guy resprayed it and it was glittering and shining. So we took the thing on Friday to Primary Education Board the same week. And when we get there, we saw so many samples that is already arranged, waiting for approval. I didn't know what was happening anyway. But all I see is that people have sticker in their furnitures. But the truth is, my own doesn't have a name. So I was, what is this? So well, no problem. After all, did I lose anything? I've already made my profit. So I didn't even know what I'm expecting. But as God may have it, the ES Education, that is the Executive Secretary of the Primary Education Board, just came in with a 544 baseline black. They just welcomed him. Man was moving fast. He stopped at my sample. I said, "Who owns this furniture?" I call him and I rush him. "Well done, sir." He said, are you the owner of the furniture? What's your furniture company? Because I didn't say a name here. My name is Prince. So I just say Prince Interior. I don't know what inspired me. I said, Prince Interior. And he said, are you the Prince Interior furniture I'm hearing? You even make it a name for me. I said, yes, sir. He said, I hope you have workers. I said, we have workers. He said, okay, listen. Suleiman, the head of works, come. He said, bring this young man to my office. He has the best sample here. And I want to approve it and also make him our subcontractor. So let all the contractor to know that we have a very good furniture man that can give us the standard of what we want for the children in the school. And I tell you, it was like a dream. Another man came in from Borno State, which they gave him about 2,000 school furniture too. So they asked me, who will be your shorty? We want to give you money. I said, hi, voila, shorty again. If I call that my friend, they won't give me the money because he has no base. We are in the Bacha, no, we have no base. So I have to think who I said to him. I just said, God is my witness. And the two of them went outside and talked to themselves and come and said, yes, they say it's God, let's give him money. And they opened an account for me. The other man said he's paying me 50%. The one that brought me said, okay, too, we pay 50% of the total amount. And the total amount was 4.8 million. So two of them joined their money. This man brought 1.6, this man brought 800,000. They paid me 2.4 million into the account. And I was, you know, it was as if I'm in a dream. I was just thinking of, is that how life is?
Let's hold that thought. We'll be going on a short break, and when we come back, we'll continue with this very inspiring story. Stay tuned to The Leading Men.
The Leading Men, a television program, provides a platform for powerful, influential, and successful people. It allows them to share their ideas, secrets to success in leadership, business, career, and profession, as well as lifestyle in order to mentor others. The Leading Man aims to close the leadership gap around the world and encourage the next generation leaders. The Leading Man, showing on this station every Saturday at 10 a.m.
Welcome back to The Leading Men. With me is Prince Emeka Egu Ekwe. He's just been telling us of his inspiring story of his Grass to Grace movement here in Abuja. Sir, it is almost impossible to believe that this story is real. Oh, well. That a furniture without a name was chosen among several others. Let me find out, what were the challenges you faced in carrying out this particular contract?
Well, I think there's something maybe I did not tell you. The whole thing started on Sunday. For me, I think it's God, because I was in church on Sunday, being the 13th February. I was introduced to the church by a lady, an evangelist, to come to the church that God wants to do a new thing in my life. And of a truth, that word that God wants to do a new thing in my life is what I hold on to now. She said, if only you will serve this God, He will do a new thing in your life. And that was what she told me on Saturday. She met me in a beer parlor where I came in with my friend who I came to visit. And the girl went straight to me and said, listen, God sent me to you. I said, for what? Is that how you embarrass people in Abuja? I said, no, God sent me to you in particular to tell you that if you serve Him, He will do a new thing in your life. And she left me with the handbill. Check the handbill. It was a Living Faith Church through me also. So on Sunday, I was persuaded to go to that church, because what happened that Saturday, she left me. She said, you will live not to see this face again, but you will live not to forget today. That word touched me. So I visited the church. While I'm in the church, I had a pastor preaching that if never you neglect the day of your little beginning, that there is a blessing in starting little. And I have that in mind of starting little, because I don't have anything again. I've come with 17 naira. So I need to hear the message. So after what he said, if you don't want to return back to where you are coming from as a madman or as a shameful person, run to the altar and give your life to Christ. And this is how I came to the altar. And after giving my life to Christ that day, I heard clear in my ear that, yeah, I will do a new thing in your life. And that is the turning point of my life.
Lovely story, sir. Now, I understand that your first contract was from the government.
Yeah.
So how has the government supported the furniture industry throughout your time in the business?
Well, it's a good question, and I will tell you the truth. They have been supportive, because from that day, they keep giving me job because of my standard, and I kept that standard. And not only them, so many other opportunities are coming here and there, because one thing I tell people is, make sure that you have a standard in whatever you're doing. Don't just do things because you want to do to make money. Do things to make name. That name is what I always stand for. And this is why I use another extra 20 naira to make that furniture to look better than what it was. It's all about money, money, money.
Yes. Was there a time that your product was looked down on by any arm of the government? Maybe because it was made in Nigeria, or it has always been given that priority despite where it was made? Or do they still emphasize on imported goods as related to the ones made locally?
I think when you talk of made in Nigerian furniture today, Prince Interior is one of the leading men that keep promoting this made in Nigeria as far as Abuja is concerned. And what I do is, when I go to the ministries and wherever I do my supplies and judiciary, I let them know that my furniture has 10 years guarantee, because we have the best wood in Nigeria. Apart from Congo, Kinshasa, or whatever they call them, and Nigeria and Zimbabwe, there's no any country that is blessed as Nigeria when it comes to wood. We have the best wood in the whole world. And this is why we export our wood today to China, to Italy, and so on. So I tell them that I will give you a made in Nigerian furniture that has the same standard with what you are so buying by importing. And these furnitures will last for you for 10 years. And some of those people I talk to, they tried it and they see that it's true. As I talk to you today, I'm getting jobs from ministries and judiciary because of some of my furnitures that they have used for 10 years and they are still the same way they are. So they begin to call me to do more job for them. And this is what I tell all my furniture friends. Please do standard furniture. Because why you see the imported furniture is like it's selling or excelling is because of their finishing. It's because of the way they did their job. So if we can take our time, it's just taking your time. This furniture, nobody has the monopoly of doing it well. It's just time. Take your time to do a good finishing. You get it right.
Besides patronizing your company, do you have any other support from the government? Like grants?
No.
Or
no.
Assistance to bring in equipment?
No. And this is where we are now. Because if Prince Interior succeeded among about 10,000 furniture people, does not mean that Nigeria, made in Nigerian furniture guys are doing well. Are you getting my point? And this is what I'm fighting for now. I am fighting the government in the area of giving empowerment to the industry. You can go around to the furniture market today. This is the Kubo Furniture Market, Abuja. And this is the only furniture market that government can be boast of. This is the only place that the furniture people making are. And if there's any reason that the president of America or president of China will come to Nigeria today to say, I want my Muhammadu Buhari, the president of Nigeria, to take me to the furniture industry, it's here that I will bring him. It won't take him to the showroom where they are importing furniture. It will take him to the local place. And this is the local place. And here we are not being kind of encouraged. by the government. Why government is investing money in diversifying their economy to agriculture, to other sectors, but this furniture industry, nobody has talked about it. And this furniture industry, as I talk today, China GDP is added with 18% only in furniture sector. And I can prove it anywhere, in furniture sector alone. These people invested in furniture 20 years ago. Today their furniture is going all over the world. But here we are, no any furniture man can be boast of 1 million naira either loaned by Bank of Industry or anywhere in this market. And this is where the cluster is. So this is what we are fighting. And we'll continue fighting. 2, we don't have a very good enable environment to do even the business. We don't have light, we don't have road. I was talking to the Minister of FCT of recent, I said, sir, come and give us a better road. Make the environment look what it is in the abroad that you people go to. And thank God for the man, he has a hearing ear. And he begin to look into what we are saying. As I talk to you now, we are doing revalidation to make a better development in the market. And this is how to go about it.
Yeah, talking about the Chinese market as against the Nigerian market, we find a lot of companies, when they want to furnish, they prefer imported products as related to the local ones. How have you been able to best these odds?
To cope?
Yes. How have you been able to cope?
You see, this is what we are talking. Every day, government is looking for revenue from the businessmen. They look for revenue from manufacturers, but they don't think of these people that are paying this revenue. What have we encouraged them with? If you don't give to me, how will I be kind of joyful to return back to you? So some time ago, the revenue, whatever FRS, they came into the market. The capitals pursued them. Say, look at the road, look at everywhere. It started, no entrance gate, not even anything to show that this is a furniture market. They pursue them with hammer. They run away with even the mapos because the people are angry. If it's only some of us that are a little bit blessed that always organize ourselves, because we can't do without paying our tax, because we do business with government. I can't dodge tax today. The Prince Interior relate with government. So you cannot but do with them. But what of these young ones that are just growing? If you don't empower them, they can't come in. Some of them have not even registered their company. It's of recent we did some what we call training, just to make them, enlighten them. And we let them know that you as a furniture man, if you don't register your company, government will never identify with you. And this one makes some of them of recent registering their company and so on, which is a very good one.
So, what do you think are the modalities the government should put in place? With your long-standing and business with the government, I think your opinion should be somewhat of that of an expert. So what is your advice to the government for them to put in place to help boost the furniture industry?
I think this is a very good question. Number one, I said it time and again, that government need to come close to these people. You can't be taking decision for someone that you have not listened to his view towards what you are trying to do for him. You end up marking him out of the policy. The policy that government is putting in will never help the furniture man. What is the policy? You say that no more importation of furniture. Fine. But you never let the internal or the local furniture people to become stronger. And this is why the importers of furniture today are still making so much money. Why the local manufacturers are getting poorer. So number one thing that government must do for us is to stop encouraging imported furniture. Let's do Nigerian thing. We have the best furniture makers in Nigeria. Let's stop importation by at all costs. If it is imported furniture, let it be seized. When you burn 1 or 2, 3 containers of furniture, people will stop importing furniture. And I tell you, the next thing they will look at, how can we produce it here? How can we produce it here? Of recent, we said we don't want to import rice again. What the government did, they started investing to the farmers, giving farmers all manner of loan to make sure that rice is available. Those things can be done in this sector. Okay, now somebody will tell me, will argue with me and say, but can we meet up with the demand? Why not? Why not? If government will release fund for we to import the machines that we need, those machines, those people that are meeting the demand, are they not using machine? Is it manual they are doing the furniture with? No, it's not manual making, it's machine making. So if we can have these machines, we can do these things. You don't need to give all the individual or every company that has a furniture name a machine. Then they have a cluster at one place. This is furniture market. Let's have a cluster whereby we'll have a machine, general machine, where everybody will come and produce. This is what the Chinese are doing. When they come to a line, maybe 50 shops, that means 50 company or 50 showroom, they join them as a cluster and open a bigger showroom, a bigger warehouse, workshop, sorry, where all manner of machine will be. If I come, I will do my carving, like this is a carving chair. If there's a carving chair machine, I will come and do my carving chair and design whatever I want to design and go with whatever I design to my little warehouse and couple it there. Put it in my own name, Prince Interior. If you as another ABC Interior come, you do the same thing there and you pay them. When you are paying them, that machine is not mine. It's not either anybody, so it's government machine, but managed by the union, by the manufacturers. Now, this machine alone, government will be generating money for it. And you have already created a job. These importers will begin to come to us to say, please, I have a showroom. I need so kind of product. Can you produce also design for me? Because my showroom now I can't import. Yes. And my renting is going. So I need product in that showroom. Alibaba today is making it. Doesn't it have a furniture in the showroom? Doesn't it produce in Nigeria? Has people not been buying? So many companies are doing well, even in Nigeria here. I've never encouraged importing because anytime I change my money into dollar to go out there, the first thing I'll ask myself, what do you think you're doing? You want to go and give these stupid people that doesn't even hear what you're saying. They don't even recognize it. They don't even care about who you are. They are after your money. And when you give them the money, you are giving them job. They will engage their people. Yes. So when you import those goods here, you are importing poverty because you only end up with one sexy girl and yourself. And you'll be selling the product you imported. Nobody has make money from those products you make.
Yes, I just before we leave, I know there has been a ban on importation of goods by the government, especially furniture.
No. No. The truth is no. Okay. 100% no. I can argue it with the CJ or whatever, custom. No. People are still importing furniture. Okay. And we can go around, even today, people are importing furniture. Foreign furniture are coming in. The worst part of it is the government is even encouraging foreign furniture. Go to their ministries, what they use is foreign table, foreign dining, foreign whatever. And they say we should be doing made in Nigerian thing. How can made in Nigeria work when you are still encouraging furniture that is imported? So let's start with our government. My advice is our government should stop buying imported furniture. Let their budget, because when they stop buying imported furniture, the budget on furniture will reduce with 50%. If a furnishing of a duplex is 15 million naira for House of Assembly member, it will be 7 million. Furniture is furniture. You are not taking it to heaven. You are not dressing out with the furniture. You don't wear clothes and wear furniture and go out with it. It's something that is inside your house. This furniture can stand the test of time anywhere, and it's made here. No big man will come to your house and say, this is your furniture. It looks like it's local. Sit down, my friend. And when you sit down, you sit proper. If you break my furniture, you pay. And you can't break. Yes. Because it's made here with good wood, not dust. What they are importing for you is dust. That's why after 1 year, government will pack out their furniture and buy another one. Every year they keep putting budget of furniture in billions of naira. When you can empower us here with the millions, and we'll be happy, you'll be happy. And government will save costs. So in other words, government is even cheating themselves by putting volume of budget of billions for a product that they can even source locally in Nigeria with some millions. And every day we'll be saying, let's go and borrow money to support the budget, when those money you are spending is not wise. Locally. So these are my advice. They should stop importing furniture. Let's start from there. Giving us loan doesn't count. We are not begging for loan. If you give me a job, I will get money. Why you see everybody is begging for loan is because they want to start producing what the international ones, imported ones are producing over there. Are you getting me? Yes. But if you give me a job, I will make money from that job to stand my way, to stand test of time of what others are importing. I don't know whether I'm making noise, but I think I'm just trying to make a point.
I think the government will, I hope they listen to what you are saying, because besides saving us a lot of expenditure in terms of our budget,
you are giving jobs to the local people.
You are creating jobs, and then that's a very, very lovely advice from you, sir. Before we go, do you have any advice for those who want to dabble into the furniture industry?
Very well, especially our upgrowing youths. Yes. Today I heard from the analysis of one of the media guys that we have over 60% youth, and those youth are 25 years and below. And you can imagine, if we have this kind of youth hovering around this nation, why not? This sector is another place where you can drive in, you can key in, because I tell you, furniture is 100% profit. And this is what any furniture man would not like to say. But I say it because I want people to come in. Prince Interior today have grown over 100 and something men. Today they are men, but yesterday they are boys. I bring them into this very business, and they are all doing well. I let them know that you must keep the standard, you must be focused, and you must be sincere. Don't tell customer you will produce a bed in 1 week when you know it's 2 weeks because you need the money. It will not work that way. The moment they know you for that, you have killed your business. Be sincere. And that is how you go about it. Thank you, my brother.
Our guest today has been Prince Emeka Egwuekwe, the CEO of Prince Interior Furnishing and Furnitures Company Limited. Thank you so much, sir, for coming on Leading Men today.
It's my pleasure.
We appreciate the time.
Thank you.
I hope you had a lovely time with the Leading Men. We had a very inspiring story, wonderful advice to the government, and inspiration to the youths. This is the Leading Men. I hope to see you same time, same station next week. Have a lovely day.